Hello my loves and welcome to my channel. Today's Test This Thursday where we test out anything from beauty products to food and even thingamabobs. So I want to first apologize ahead of time if my voice goes in and out in this video. Jesse and I went to Vegas this past weekend and I don't know if it was the weather change or what, but we came back sick. So yeah, I was kind of hesitant on doing this video to begin with, but I know that you guys really wanted to see this product reviewed, so I just decided to try and brush this off and get this video done for you guys. So while I was in Vegas, we went into Sephora and I passed by this palette, and all I did literally was one swatch of one color, and I was just like, babe, I need that palette. And so I told him to go find out how much it was, and honestly you guys, this palette is a splurge for me because I usually don't spend this much on just one makeup item, but I had to have it. I had to. So the palette we're going to be reviewing today is going to be the Saint and Sinner palette from Kat Von D. Like I said, it was a bit of a splurge. This is a special edition item, so you guys have to get this while you can. This palette cost $62 and after tax it was about $67. So if you guys are looking for a splurge item, I don't know, this might just be it. So this is what the inside of the palette looks like, and I'm actually gonna have Jesse zoom in so that you guys can see the shimmer in some of these colors. So already one of the downsides was that the palette does have some of the eyeshadows that look like a little moved. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell how it just looks out of place, but they only had 2 of these palettes left in there, and I was like, well, whatever, I have to get this. So I'm hoping that it's worth it. The way that we're gonna be doing this is I'm going to do some swatches for you guys, and I'm gonna do on one side just a basic swatch, just like with my finger, and on the other side I'll do it as if we were putting it on our eyes. So have the concealer and use a brush, and we'll figure out, you know, whether or not this palette is really worth it. So yeah, let's just get into the swatches. Okay, so I've put concealer on this half of my arm and left this half blank. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with the Saint side first, which is this half, and then I'll do the Sinner side afterwards. And the first color I'm going to start with is Absolution. I'm just going to take my finger. I don't know if you can see it that well. Okay, so I had Jesse zoom in just a little bit closer so you guys can sort of get a better look at it. This is a really beautiful highlight color, which I would definitely use just as that, as a highlight. And it has a lot of really pretty gold specks in it. I'm going to take the brush now and see if you get the same effect using it on a concealer. I feel like it does show up more of the white on the concealer than it does the gold. But either way, I feel like this is really such a pretty highlight color. So the next color we're going to go into is Worship. It's almost like a satin plum color. I'm going to place that right underneath. Looks like I have a bruise. I feel like this color is just perfect for fall. The fallout though. You guys can definitely see that this shadow has a lot of fallout. Try and wipe it off here. So this color is really pretty. I would just be careful with the fallout on this color though. I don't know if it was just the brush that I was using or what, but you guys definitely saw that there was a lot of fallout. So yeah, just watch out with that. So the next color we're gonna go into is Immaculate. And this again, I would say is like a satin shade. And it's definitely like a almost sort of like olive or army green shade. I really don't feel like the camera is doing it enough justice. It is pretty pigmented, and again, there was a little bit of fallout. I think that the color is really pretty. It has some gold undertone to it. Next color we're going to go into is Chalice, I believe it's called. Again, another satin color. Ooh, that one's pretty. This one I would say is almost like a sort of like a dark champagne color. Yeah, I think it is just my brush that I'm getting all this fallout because I keep wiping my brush on my makeup wipes. Here, let me try it with a different brush and see. Really getting there we go. Like you can see the color's just a little bit better there. I think that with my lighting it's a little bit hard to see. And a lot of these I do see a lot of gold undertones too. And I wonder if that's just, you know, because it's on the Saint side. So this next one I think is actually a matte shade, and it is called Sacred Heart. No, it's showing up sort of satin too. All of these just have sort of like this light sort of shimmer look to it. Yeah, so this is definitely like a burnt orange shade. I feel like without the concealer darkening it up, it looks really pretty. So the next color is Amen. Amen, amen. However you guys pronounce it, I say amen. I think this is just a really good shadow to set your eyelids with. Again, perfect for setting your eyelids with and for highlighting underneath the brow bone. Alright, so next we're going into Sanctuary. This is like a chocolate brown shade. Here. I don't know why, but I really like this color. I feel like this palette definitely has all the colors that you'd want for fall and then some. The next color is a shimmer color and what looks to be like one of my favorite colors in this palette. And this next color is called Heaven. And it is this really pretty silver. I love this color. And I don't feel like my camera is doing it justice. This actually is really pigmented. You guys can see. So the next color is Crucifix, which is another brown shade. It's a little bit darker than Sanctuary, and this one actually is matte. Right across. The next one is another one of my favorites. It is called Cathedral. This silver color, but I feel like this one shows up a lot more gray, and it sort of has almost like purple undertones to it. I have no idea, but it's so pretty. This next one is, it's almost like a maroon shade. It's here. So I definitely feel like some of these colors apply better with your finger than with a brush. But that one is Rosary. And the last shade here is Baptism. And Baptism, I feel, is just kind of like a baby pink shade. I'm not sure if it's going to show up that well. On top of my tattoo. Oh wow, yeah, that's pretty. Perfect for highlighting. So this is all of the colors on the Saint side. And I know you can't really see these two up here, but I would definitely have to say that Absolution is one of my favorites. I think this would be a really cute color to use as a highlighter on your cheek and in the inner corner. Another one of my favorites is going to be Heaven, which which is this one right here, and definitely Cathedral, just this dark gray shimmer one here, and Rosary. And now I'm going to wipe this off so we can swatch the colors from the center side. Okay, so we're back, and now we're going to swatch the colors from the center side, which I honestly feel like the center side has a lot more fun and vibrant colors, so that's really exciting. The first color that we're going to start with is Rapture. I think this was actually the one I swatched in the store and kind of sold me. This is a really pretty pink shimmer shade, and you can see that there's some, it has like a lot more orange specks in this, but I love this shade. This is one of my favorite shades in this palette too. So pretty. There you go. You guys can see how it shines. So the next shade is going to be a matte black shade, and that is Sabbath. Swatch this underneath. The next color is called Ashes. Ooh, this one's pretty. This one has some green specks to it. It's like this really light brown shade, and I'm not sure if the camera's picking up on it, but it does. It has green, like glitter specks in it. I actually really like this one. Oh, there you go. You guys can kind of see the green specks that it has in it. This one's really pretty. I like that one. The next color here is Martyr. And this is just a matte brown shade. Almost like a caramel shade, I feel. Ooh, I think this one will look really good as a transition color. Beautiful. This next shade is Devil, and it is just like a matte orange shade. This next shade is called Revelation, and it is a really pretty brown shade with gold sparkles. So this next color is called Vestment, and I feel like this is sort of like a dark teal shimmer color. Ooh, this one's pretty. Look how pretty this is. Yeah, I would definitely say this is like a sort of like a dark teal. You could definitely see the blue, but it also has like a little mixture of like gray in there. It's not doing it justice at all. You guys saw the swatch on my finger and how vibrant that was, and I feel like it would be just as vibrant, but I don't think that my brush is doing it justice. I feel like it's almost blowing it out a little bit too much, but yeah, this is definitely a very beautiful shade. So the next shade is called Ministry, and it's almost like this satin blue. Ew. That one's nice. There you go. The next one is called Exodus, and this almost reminds me of like a color that you would compare to Tinkerbell. It's crazy as that sounds. It's like this yellow green shade with gold specks to it. Okay, so we're down to the last 3 colors. The next color is called Exorcism, and it is this it's this matte purple shade. The second to last shade is called Relic, and it is just your full-on gold shimmer. Whoa. I was not expecting it to turn out that pigmented. That's beautiful. Okay, so this last shade is called Stigmata, and it is a satin, sort of like a brick red shade. Ooh, this one's pretty. So these are all the shades from the center side. And again, I definitely don't feel like my camera is doing it justice. I'm going to take a picture of this and show you guys just how pigmented these really are. I should have taken a picture of the Saint side, but I didn't because, you know, I'm special. I'm just going to blame it on the fact that I'm sick and I cannot think straight right now. But yeah, definitely going to include a picture now. So that was all of these swatches for the Saint and Sinner palette. Positives and negatives to this palette. I would say a positive is definitely how pigmented a lot of these shadows showed up, and the fact that a lot of them are very smooth and would go on super easily. Negatives, a lot of these do have some serious fallout, as you guys saw. I don't know if that was because of the brush I was using or not, but that would be the brush that I would normally use. And I also feel like some of these shadows don't show up as pigmented when you're using a brush to apply it with. That was kind of like a downside for me. I feel like personally, knowing the fact that this is a limited edition, and you guys, can we talk about this packaging? I love this so much. I have no idea why, but you know, just like the gold and the fact that it looks like this, and when you open it up, it has mirrors on both sides. I don't know. And then on the back, it shows all the names of the shadows. I love this. I love this packaging. I feel like the packaging alone would be a good reason to buy it, but I feel like personally, if you have the money to be able to splurge on this, definitely go out and get it before they stop selling it. I feel like it was worth it. So to me, I feel like this was a Test This Thursday success. Even though I know that the price was a little too pricey, I still feel like there's a lot of shades in here that you don't really see too much out there. So yeah, definitely worth it for me. So that is it for this video, loves. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Selena. I should say that in the beginning, but I usually don't. Don't forget to subscribe down below and join our little love family. Also, there's a little bell button. Hit it. It's going to notify you guys anytime I upload any new videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, loves.